Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Wednesday, March 30th, 2022. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Tremendous continuation in the previous session. Tremendous continuation, not only through the 4580 level, but also the 4600 level. Price closing at the extreme of the day's range. And now we're seeing a bit of a digestive day here today. A narrow range day, 33% of average range as it trades in the upper half of last session's price range. So right now, very narrow at the highs and sitting above resistance here at the moment. Again, we're looking to see how we may proceed moving forward. We do have a higher value relationship here heading into next month's price action here. So the next month's range is going to have a very wide pivot range, as you can see highlighted here on the chart. And that wide pivot range could mean that after this month's big stretch move up, we could look at some sort of compression next month ahead of a continuation to the upside. Any pullback into that pivot range below, though, could provide a buying opportunity for a continuation higher. So this month, very strong, big time elongation, wide pivot range heading into next month, which could suggest a range bound month as price digests the recent gains, and then we see a follow through perhaps to new highs here back toward the previous year's high at around 4800. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. Here the NQ again. Big time move and continuation in the previous session. A move into the 15250 level. That's the level we talked about before right there. That's 15250 LVN in the chart. Also very clear visual resistance was prior support, and we made it all the way back to that level. And now, do we get a pullback of some magnitude? The last couple times into that zone, we've seen pullbacks away from it. We've seen a tremendous rally from the low of the year, now all the way back up to beyond the midpoint of the current developing year. We also have right here, this is the pivot range for next month. Again, higher value here, overlapping higher value with a very wide range. That could be indicative of a range bound compression early next month, where we build out in a range and then use that to release the energy back towards 16K or beyond. But right now, again, very strong reaction on the low, a straight continuation to the upside, no real rejection to speak of. And again, that could be indicative here of a pullback and perhaps some sort of compression phase in play at some point. Again, keeping an eye on 15,250 as above that level opens up 16K, and beyond that, the 16,750 level. All right, let's take a look now at crude oil. Crude oil, bit of a move down in the previous session, hard drop there. Price in the previous session getting down as low as 98.44. Now we're seeing a bounce here with a developing modified Pima crossover signal there. That is a very bullish signal in a trending market. And again, given the overall trend of this market, how this current inflationary period has led to strength in and of itself, and then you have the war in Ukraine leading to further volatility and strength. And now, you know, again, you're still in this uptrend. You've come back off these lows. You've compressed here. You have this triangle type of pattern here. We could see a bit more compression here, followed by another round of strength up ahead. So when you're looking at the pivot range to come in April, this one is right now higher value, but with a bearish change of bias. That could change here as we have another day or so of 2 days of trading action that could get us beyond that zone. But again, very bullish here. Compression triangle phase here. Which way do we break out? Likely to the upside as of right now. 96 remains that major market structure edge on the bottom end. Now Bitcoin is actually seeing a failed new low. We haven't seen a failed new low in Bitcoin in a while. Not certainly only once other time in this uptrend here. We saw a very nice move. This right here was your narrow range. You got the breakout, you got your whole day, and then right there was your failed new low, and that kicked off another round of strength. So it's almost similar here. You got this big up day, your whole day here, and now you have your failed new low in a bullish uptrend. Can we get this thing going to the upside? I mentioned before, if you can get through those 2-day highs, it opens up a big day up, which could look something like this right here. We've already come down a little bit in a way. If it can reject that previous session's low, 47,235s, that could open up at least a temporary outside day up to test the edge. So again, watching to see how it responds off the previous session's low, but overall, big time transition move through that 46K level. Now it's trying to hold. There's always the potential that we get some sort of failure and drop back down, but this looks a bit different. This looks a bit different in the way that it's approached this move. And on the next, you have that right there. That's the next month's pivot range. You have a wide range with an upward bias. Again, the first pullback likely offers an opportunity to buy this thing for a balance and return back to these highs. So again, we'll see how this continues to develop from the Bitcoin standpoint. If looking at Ether futures right now, Ether futures down 1% at the moment, not quite a failed new low, instead still inside day right here, a narrow range at the moment. 60% of average range is what ETH is trading at the moment, but look how strong that move was. You have a rising 8-period average right here. The next pullback again into the pivot range next month could open up a buying opportunity where we get a next push to 3,900, 4,000 or above. So again, that could be a tremendous opportunity coming up ahead. Again, there is the potential to see some sort of failure at these highs. A failure to hold 3,300 and then you can't get back above that level would be indicative of further weakness within the range. But again, this looks a bit different here. We've gotten that breakout from the triangle. Very aggressive initiative price phase here that has taken VPOC bid. Again, any pullback here into the pivot range could provide a decent buying opportunity for the next round of strength up ahead. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.